And with that, we are live. Hello, welcome to the stream. And today we'll try to catch up on, well, the latest story content. The last few patches were a bit lackluster, I thought. Well, let's look at the story. The prologue was good. The first patch was massive and had tons of story. But after that, well, the second patch also was good. Kinda, at least until Amarithas. And then it started going down, I thought. So I just hope that they find a nice end to this story. That they don't fuck anything up in a meaningful manner. And that it ties nicely into whatever comes next. Yeah. So let's just start.
Wayfinder, I must request your presence at the camp immediately.
What's wrong?
The situation is tense among our allies. As uncertainty about our next step grows, so too does their anger. I fear that things will worsen without your intervention.
I see. I'll be there as soon as I can. Don't worry, Ramses. We'll resolve this.
Okay. So helping the demons, I guess. Alright, the map also extended. I haven't seen these updates also. Ah. Okay. I guess they had extended the map in a way that it just gets a long meta instance. I don't really like this approach because this map feels empty. He has nothing to do. The only thing you do is start here, do the meta here, do the meta events here, and I guess do the meta events here. I really liked the second map they did because at least there was a lot of story here. And the first one also had some interesting map style, I guess. But the rest was... I don't feel connected to this map. Especially if I think about the fact that this is meant to be the massive, expansive demon realm. Which should, in theory at least... or let's just say, the lore established until now that this is a massive army, this is a massive threat to Tyria, and then it's one map. The entire kingdom is one map. It feels not good, to be honest. I just really don't feel connected to whatever happened here. But let's start the story. Wait, what? Why does this look so different from where we started? I don't care.
We have to wait for reinforcements. It's the only way. Every hour, more of my soldiers die. Do you think his turrets simply stop while we wait?
Enough! Calm yourselves. What's the situation here?
Galrath went back to Tyria to report to Iskarin. We don't know what he'll recommend.
But if he does support sending the full Astral Ward, we would be fools to attack without them. We would be fools to wait here for reinforcements that may never come. Have you been up there? We are stretched across dozens of positions, barely able to hold them. How long until the front collapses? Must we all be dead before we're allowed to strike?
That's enough, both of you. You are generals. Show each other some respect, at least.
Good. Perhaps you can help me here.
I understand your desire for reinforcements, but I will not be beholden to Iskaran's whims. But neither do I offer you a pointless sacrifice. I have watched the battlefield for weeks now. We have been overstretched and vulnerable the entire time.
Apologies, my lady. We will restructure our defenses to get
Calm, Ramses. I mean no reproach. But if Ebark's forces could have shattered our defenses at any moment, why are we still here?
Are you suggesting Eparch's army isn't as strong as it appears?
impossible. I know you sensed, as I have, the souls of the thousands of soldiers stationed in Zakiros. I wish to strike as you do, my lady, but we should not underestimate our foe. If we move now, and you're wrong,
Then my head will be the first to fall. I ask nothing more of you than I offer of myself.
What's next then?
We're conducting a lot of shaping operations out there right now, and I'm sure the troops could use your help. Battles are raging across Nyos. If we can free up our troops from those conflicts, we can improve our odds.
I will remain here to craft our battle plan. Frode, perhaps you can offer your insight on that matter.
When the hour comes, Wayfinder, I will call on you. I wouldn't want you to miss out on all the fun.
So, if I did understand it correctly, we are trying to force the mighty multi-thousand demon army alone, like with the few people we already have here. That just doesn't. I understand Frode here. It just feels like a suicide mission, to be honest.
How do you feel about this plan?
It gives me some pause, I must say. I had hoped for more compatriots to join us before we assault the final bastion. But Pathay's right. If Epoch's army was as strong as it appeared, how has he not crushed us yet? We have a saying here. If your horns are in, your head is also. My life has been at risk from the first battle cry. There's no retreating at this point.
But like, it has been established in the story that Epoch is that he likes to play with his prey. I mean, he literally played with us in the opening cinematic. So it's good optimism, but I wouldn't trust on that.
Tensions are certainly high right now.
It is inevitable. The fate of our world is at stake, and the lives of our soldiers as well. Frode and the General may argue about their methods, but their goals are aligned. I am glad you are here. Your presence as a way of reminding people what they are truly fighting for. Do not demur from this. You are as vital to our chances as anyone else. I thank you for that.
Arena, what do you think about this?
Is Iskaran going to help us?
I really don't know. I wish I did, but he operates on a different level than I do. It would make a big difference to have him here. We need every powerful ally we can get. But truthfully, I agree with Nephis. We're losing good soldiers trying to hold these lines. We need to strike while we still can.
Are the troops prepared?
As prepared as they're gonna get. I'd love more time to work with them, but it's a luxury we can't afford. We'll find out how good a job we've done when the battle begins. That's always the decider.
Okay. I like the optimism in this entire action. But I guess we're the main character, we won't die. Not again. we cheated death once. I don't think the game would allow us to do it again. Now it's one of these fill the Green Bar missions, so that you can progress with the story.
Lane Cryptus won't make it with terror falling from the skies. Aid us, champion. Your skill may help us gain dominance. Skill and your ally companion. Please!
Stop. Would any one of you open, please? Because that's really fucking annoying, this mechanic. Seven seconds.
Please!
Come on. So at least we've got a few other people that also try to get this done. Oh, I don't like these. At least they've nerfed the projectiles that come out of it. In the beginning, you also always got one shot by them. That was fun.
When Hathar returned with a champion of Tyrian flesh, we hesitated. As I watched those turrets fall, hope is woven through my thoughts. The fight, we may survive.
May.
He's supposed to be a brilliant tactician.
The wards up to its eyeballs in
What exactly that did we get here? I guess if they are, then let's hope we find some events.
droves of these menacing, sinister bastards on our side.
It really doesn't help that Nios is a map that's absolutely terrible to navigate. And that was stupid. Why did I do that? I just climbed these routes. There was a correct way to get up there, but I can't find it for the love of God. And up here.
Many sought freedom but met their fates in the vicious clouds that once clogged the air. Can you set their essence free?
Free as much cryptus essence as you can. A bit of essence found. Wait, about energy, allowing you to fly longer without landing. This activity is new, right? At least I haven't seen it yet. Let's try.
Many felt imprisoned by our king's wall. Finally,
It's here.
free from your prison.
That was close. Up here, a few more. Let's see if we can get gold.
Thank
Nope.
you, Liberator. You are ferocious, yet you foster tranquility.
Let me guess, there's achievement for that. But no hero point. That's interesting. Ah, you only get a hero point for silver. That's strange, but okay. But I kinda wanna get gold, so let's try again.
Many felt imprisoned by our king's
Let's start with the top this time. And miss immediately. Because up here are a few of these wind generators. Okay, get this. Are these respawning? I feel like some of these I've gotten multiple times in a run. I don't think this will be it. No, even worse than last time. Let's try again.
Many felt imprisoned by our king's Finally, free from your prison.
This is where we can climb up again.
Finally, free from your prison.
And we've gotten gold.
Liberator, you are ferocious, yet you
I
foster
needed that.
tranquility. Your actions echo throughout Nios.
Probably just some random loot. Yeah, some unidentified, and I have already unlocked the skin. Okay. Then let's look for more events. If I can get this route. Wait, I have to play. Ah, damn. What do you need?
Hey, Wayfinder! Over here! The area is crawling with loyalists. Scanners are going nuts, but we can't get a fix on them. I suspect cloaking magic. Luckily, with Zolja's help, I was able to build a jammer to lock in on their
this
astral
one's kinda
frequencies and
cute.
dispel their cloaks.
Okay. Okay, right. Again. Am I supposed to see some visual hint or something? Ah, damn. Oh no, I can't hit him because he's standing in a wall. Classic.
There's the power.
But I guess we need help because the process is a little bit tedious and takes a few seconds. So getting a few players here wouldn't hurt, I guess. Wait, what? Didn't I just... I don't care. I guess we could solo this event, even. If I look at the progress bar. Did I switch to Zoom or? Es wäre 2 centimeters besides that. And I guess these hints also always appear passively. You don't have to scan. But it makes the process very faster. Also interesting that I can see the light from other players. Normally you only see your own with these special items. That's cool.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise.
Let's see what else we can do. These are all activities. I guess I wanna do them. At least get the mastery point from them, cause there's at least a reward. I would like to get Wave Finder at one point because of the passive buffs you get through them, but other than that, don't really care. I just have to find it. Ah, there. Race to the finish, destroy as many targets as you can within the time limit.
Ready? Go! Cadets, keep a close eye on this one.
And again, I accidentally dismounted.
Ready? Go! Cadets,
Do I have to cross the checkpoint? Because if so, I have no orientation where I have to go on this track. I guess the next checkpoint always shows enemy map. We've already got half of them. Nearly. No. God, I have no idea how much I missed. And I feel like I hit that one already. Yeah, I guess you'll be guided through them if you follow the checkpoints. Something I did not, apparently. And my aim is also not. Wow. My aim isn't quite good. Let's just leave it by that. It wouldn't have been gold anyway. Let's try again. I want to get gold on all these events.
make sure your sky scale is prepared. Ready? Go! Cadets,
But I didn't want to hit that updraft. Thanks, game. He's so mad if I overlook one of these targets. Wait, next checkpoint. Ah, behind me. Is it always this one? Get back. I really hope they have not hidden something. Well, in some corner that you can't get to. Or how the fuck are you supposed to hit this thing? So you couldn't even dash through this thing, through this checkpoint. Target, I mean. Time's running.
Well done, Wayfinder. That's exactly what I'd hoped to see from you. Nothing but
Good.
excellence.
Perfect. Even more than I needed. Don't complain. Because that was really painful. And let's open all of these and go to the next one. Oh, haven't opened the skin yet. Looks cool, I guess. Let me guess, it's just a normal drop. Yeah. Okay. Something let's unlock the skin and then recycle it later. And the next one next adventure should be behind this wall, I think. What at least looks like. If I could figure out how to get up there.
Your help is required, strange one.
Search the area and match the lost cryptos to their guardians before time runs out. Keep an eye out for swift pike plants and get near them for a boost. I don't understand the assignment, but let's just go. Ah, okay, I understand. I just have to find all these guardians.
Your effort is unsuccessful, but not unappreciated.
Ah, this means him. Hmm. How do I determine which is the correct parent?
Look elsewhere. They are strangers to one another.
Out of bounds, nothing in this area. Ah, they have the collect symbol over their head. Okay, I understand. Let's try again. I just abuse this. Okay, I can abuse it. Cool. This one was there. Wait, I don't even have to get up? No. I can just run up to the collect symbol and then deliver it to the deliver symbol. I don't think that's intended, to be honest. I think you're supposed to run around the world. And I mean, there's no other reason why these things exist that make you faster. Because Sky Scale is just can't do it all. But if it's allowed, I won't complain. Have to hurry up a bit though. But we have 20 seconds for 2 more. That should be enough, I think. You again. And the last one, 10 seconds. Please, please, please. I don't want to do it again. Yeah.
It's time we
My
fight.
thanks
Perfect.
for
We
reuniting
gather
as
at
many
the camp
as you
to
have.
discuss our strategies.
You're a true friend
Come
to
when
the
you are able.
Apprentice.
A few more at the same time, please. I didn't understand anything that was just said. Got the same skin again. And another one. Collection nearly complete. Nice. Also collect daily. Why not? Back to the hub. Because the start of the map is completely irrelevant. Anyway, let's continue the story. I hope there won't be any Field Queen bar missions anymore, because these are really not adding anything to the story. Just making it take longer to complete.
And after we breach the walls?
There are 3 towers in Zakharos, and all must be taken if we are to win the day. We're going to have to split our forces between them. If we try to take them one at a time, the defenses will shred us.
Where will I be most useful?
You will join me as I infiltrate the spider's lair.
Of course, that assumes.
My lady, please. I am hurt and beg a favor of you. Death to the false king!
Forgot to summon my minions again. Let's try to protect Paper enough that I get this achievement. Problem is that I currently don't have a heal build on this character. So I just have to prevent any damage to get to her.
Your Majesty, behind me! Protect Patha!
I am death.
Does this even apply to all my healing spells? Do I waste AoE with that? And I can't fucking remember my build anymore. She's at full health, good. Apparently whatever we did was good enough. Just hope that there isn't some heavy boss which spawns and kills her instantly. Did I just get flung off the map? Nearly. Where the fuck? Ach, there's Paper. Priority has everything that is around Paper. The closer it is, the higher the priority.
There's the power.
But looks like the enemies are prioritizing everything besides him. That's good. There's probably the thing that will damage her the most. And we have also get this achievement. Perfect.
Some of their finest, but hopelessly outnumbered. Indeed, they hope to silence Her Majesty at the cost of their lives. My lady?
You smell it on their remains too, don't you, Ramses? Not hatred or fury, no zeal, no fervor, something sweeter.
Fear.
Prepare the soldiers to move. Zakiros awaits.
Is there anyone I can talk to? No, okay. At the arena.
This will be a hell of a lot easier
Why don't I fly on the ley lines anymore? Oh no. Just didn't want to work on these few millimeters down there. But that's the wrong... I guess I can work with that. Should be just over here, yeah. Hopefully there isn't any meta ongoing. Doesn't look like it. Holy shit, it's dark.
We must pursue Epoch. Now! We cannot allow him time to recover. He suffered a defeat. He's vulnerable. But if he retreats to his throne, an army between us, with time on his side. With so few of us left to fight, you feel Epoch's multitudes waiting ahead as I do, General. They overwhelm the senses. This chance will never come again, slight as it may be. We must strike.
Indeed we must. Tag the front arena. Take the portal. Rally any who stand to cover our flanks.
Heather.
Majesty.
Respectfully, I've walked the path with you this far. I'm not stopping here.
Very well. Dagda, Frode. Should we fail, I ask that you give asylum to my people.
The Wayfinder and the Outrider fight with you. You won't fail. Epoch moves swiftly when provoked. His forces must be at the ready. Yet I sense they do not attack. Why? Do not forget, he stayed his hand upon witnessing Labrys's sacrifice. If ever there was a time for him to act without thought, that was it.
Yes, we fight on Epoch's turf. He is ancient and cunning. There can be no doubt he is prepared.
The enemy lurks. Be on your guard.
I just let him fight in the background. Apparently we have to find all of them to get achievement for this instance. Shouldn't be too hard, I hope. Wow, with Reaper view I see absolutely nothing on my screen. I can just go in the general direction of the red names. See nothing else. Is this intended? Question mark? I mean, they're the weakest hits they could find, so it isn't hard, but... doesn't feel quite right. Is this instance a single arena? Or do we get to progress a bit more into Apex Kingdom?
Stay alert.
Thing that looks like we've missed it. I wish there was more light in this instance. Because that's really painful to look at. Anyway.
Strike swiftly! Give them no time to set a defense.
Okay, at least in this little room I can see what I'm doing. Now I have to close it, but I want to take these first. Why am I... You know, you could really put these notices a millimeter more inside the wall. It really doesn't feel good to get this warning every time you move there. You get the things you're supposed to get in the mission.
There's the power.
Majesty, I fear we march to our end.
Is the situation that dire?
Hundreds lie in wait. More, perhaps. It is difficult to discern a riot.
I spoke true. A better opportunity to strike will never present itself. But that does not mean the odds are favorable.
We will turn this army to our side.
Hey, Majesty, surely not. I will follow you to my death. But you cannot believe, after all that's happened,
No, we will turn them to our side. There is no other way.
I'd really like to see these armies of hundreds of cryptas. Like, just get a glimpse of them. Just a little bit. Because they're always talking about these giant armies and these big threats, but so far in the story we haven't seen them at any point. Yeah. But hey, at least all books that we needed were in this chamber. So I just look whether there's a memory here. If not, we'll continue. Doesn't look like it, to be honest. Nope. Ah. Why is it so dark in here? Why do they all jump into walls? That's the second enemy that disappears in the wall today. Like, I can't hit him because he's in the wall. And It seems like he doesn't intend to move until he's dead.
Use the heart!
Move decisively. Give no quarter to any who oppose us.
Let's go.
No. We are fools.
Labrys's words. The strength to do that which the common Cryptis will not.
There is no army.
There never was.
Countless innocents. First the battle below, now this. He has methodically weakened us while strengthening himself.
There is no depravity to which he will not stoop. I failed them. They should have been under our protection.
They would rest in honor under the Tree of Mourning if time allowed. Destroy them. Then at least they can never be consumed. Wait. Wayfinder. Can your heart of the obscure set free their essence peacefully? They deserve that much, at least.
Yes, they do.
So I guess Epic just devoured everything. Every cryptid that ever served under him. Which should mean that we get a good boss fight. Nothing to complain about. Now just a bit of press F to pay respect.
We will see.
There's a memory. Okay, we haven't missed one until now. The last one sounds like that's the boss arena. Oh, knife. We have to redo it at a later point. Because I won't get one achievement this way. Anyway. Yeah, that's what I would have had to do. Anyway, we can do that later.
We are all that stands between Epoch and our extinction.
I still don't know what Epic planned to do with all this power. Because Tyria literally has a dragon which channels all the other elder dragons which were the greatest threat to Tyria for so many years. And now that Tyria's at peace more than ever, he tries to attack? Question mark? Alone? Like, I would think that this is a task which you need an army for, even if it's a weak one. You can't invade an entire continent just by yourself. Not even the gods we fought against could do that.
I feel something amiss. to face the king.
That throne is mine. Wayfinder, open the way for the true Midnight King.
Get this one first, and then I'll do as she commands.
And finally, she brings herself before the throne. I've been waiting, Princess of Traitors.
Gorging yourself while we cut our way through your defenses. Bold strategy, King. Was the Queen your strategist? Perhaps without Labyrinth.
Do not speak her name. Kneel, sacrifice yourself to me, as you forced your queen to do.
But I am not so noble.
Labrys was right to refuse negotiations with you. You will kneel, or my generals will make you kneel. Your strength is mine, and my strength is the lifeblood of the Cryptis. Speak your last words.
We'll throw your bones from Eventide's bridge. The Cryptus will spit on your memory. Labrys sacrificed herself for nothing.
I am dead.
You have 7 minutes to kill him. That seems doable if he doesn't have any other mechanics. Or other phases.
Behind me! Fall back!
Nope. That won't happen. Nope. Ah, and you're supposed to die, I guess, in this moment. Or get captured.
Epoch, your strategy confuses me. Will you save your people by consuming them all? Still clinging to your antiquated ideals, wizard? Our enemies have never understood what it takes for my people to survive. That is why you will die today. Myteria will be mine tomorrow. Your gluttony has given you strength beyond mine. That much is clear. Come to beg for your life, then. A pointless gesture, but I welcome it. On the contrary, I couldn't pass up this chance to help end yours. Aetha! Wayfinder! Mine! The heart!
There's the power.
Kill this parasite!
I am dead.
Should avoid getting these tropes of rage and regret because they're buffs and debuffs in one. And my build isn't flexible enough for this. Yeah, please. It's really hard to strike him with the heart if it always cancels when I get hit by some random ad.
Synergy is beautiful.
I guess there's no way around clearing the ads before you strike with the heart. Because that's really annoying. Nope. So, now, please. Thank you.
I am dead.
Ugh.
My kin, my blood, you have been deceived. Your brothers understood. Labrys understood. Cryptis, wanderer. All our kind are despised. For that which is our nature. We are predators. We must feed. If we do not pray, we court extinction. I see now. Nothing will stop you from taking the Midnight Throne. Take it, but do not forsake your people. All we have labored for. strength. Consume me. For the cryptics.
It was never your strength to kill.
I have Chant here. Up in the sky.
So it ends. And so the reign of...
You certainly took your time.
I am here now, when it matters. When your survival was all but assured, only then did you stick your neck out for our people. I risked nothing for your people. I risked exposure to rid our worlds of Epoch. And while I hope it proves worthwhile, the survival of the Cryptis people was not a requirement. Let's see that we do not stand on opposite sides of the battlefield one day, Seer.
General, gather the wounded. Iskaran, we are in your debt. I need time to set my house in order. I will contact you then.
Until then, Majesty.
It's time to go home. Wayfinder?
Paitha?
Nyos owes a great deal to you, Wayfinder.
Wayfinder.
I expect we'll see you in the Wizard's Tower soon. You're always welcome here, friend.
Your legend will walk our dreams for eternity. As will yours, Outrider.
Thank you, Ramses.
In the tower, then.
The Wizard's Tower will be ready to receive the Midnight King.
It's not showing off if you earned it.
That was it, I guess. I just wait a bit until Paitha's up there. Maybe she has something to say then. But to be honest, that felt really underwhelming. Like, yeah, he had cool mechanics, but at the end, none of them mattered. At least not in a way that I would care about. Or that you couldn't just out damage. And it had one of these forced capture mechanics, which I really don't like, because the game makes it look like you can escape, but in reality you should just take your hands off the keyboard and wait to be captured by them. And if you take into account that he's supposed to have consumed literally everything that has ever served under him, and taking their strength and everything, he was really weak. Like, I would have at least expected him to be like on a Balthasar level when it comes to strength. But it didn't really feel that impactful. Meh. Let's hear what these guys have to tell us. Look around. There are many iron secures. Nichts Interessantes. Okay. Eva, hast du noch was? Okay, they have nothing interesting to say other than, yay, she's the king now, or queen. Did they say king in the chat, in the conversation? Yeah, for the Midnight King. I guess Paitha is a king now, and not a queen. I don't care. internal loading screen. Game. Ah. I don't know why, but this map always lags the hell out of my computer. Like, all the other maps are fine, I have no problems with FPS on these, but this hub map, my computer really doesn't like that one. And I shouldn't talk to him, but... Where am I supposed to go? Up? Looks like it. Ah, damn.
Wayfinder, not a moment too soon. They're about to get into it.
You're not joining us? You know the situation as well as anyone.
Getting into the middle of that group? I'd rather face down Eparch again. No. I think I'll leave that to you. I just wanted to catch a glimpse of it myself.
Don't tarry too long, soldier. You're overdue for some leave. Welcome home.
Wayfinder.
Wayfinder, good. Let's delay this no longer.
No need to rush now. Galrath does so enjoy our presence here.
I've seen you lot in battle. Huh. We've got nothing to worry about.
What would you know of battle? You are not present for... Enough! We will not waste time with idle chatter. There is still much to be done in Nios.
Let us proceed then. Dagda, present the terms we've agreed upon.
The Cryptus incursion into Tyria will cease immediately. No Cryptus will enter Tyria again without direct invitation.
And any remaining loyalists who do, you're free to dispose of.
Additionally, the Astral Ward will maintain a presence in Nios until such time as it is deemed by us to be unnecessary. In return, amnesty will be granted to the Cryptus, and we will recognize Paitha as the legitimate sovereign of Nios.
We accept your terms. Perhaps now there can finally be peace.
We must hope so. If this were to happen again, I promise you that it would not end in negotiations.
Your thoughts, Wayfinder?
Like, why do we trust them? They're demons. In the beginning of the story, even Paver played with us and used us as a little toy. Like, I don't understand why we put so much trust in them to actually keep out of Tyria. To actually keep us in peace. Yeah. Let's just cherish the victory while we can.
Take the time to cherish this victory. As a wise man once told me, we're only given so many of these.
I'll drink to that.
There is also the other matter we discussed, Gareth. Do you accept?
I do. Ramses will have a place here as long as he pleases.
My lady.
Your affection for Tyrians is no secret, Ramses. And you have more than earned a place as our ambassador.
Thank you, my king. I will not let you down.
That leaves just one final thing. You, Wayfinder. While there are many who have fought alongside me, none have been more steadfast or capable.
I do want to thank you, Wayfinder. Your aid was clearly needed here.
As long as I live, your name will never be forgotten in Nyos. You have my eternal thanks.
Okay, by the credits roll, we can talk to a few people. But right now, I just can say that was it. That was all the story. Like, this patch were 2 chapters. I would have liked to have at least a little bit of a bit of stuff to do before that. It was a bit of chatting, then one of these green bars you have to fill, and then the boss fight. We've taken 2.5 hours for that. And that's not much, considering that you also did all the adventures and stuff. We don't know. I feel like they've lost some of their... or the studio didn't really have enough capacity to do more. I mean, there are a lot of people who worked on this, as you can see in the background, but I guess they didn't plan that releasing an expansion in this release cycle with like 120 days between releases will take that much energy from the teams. I can just hope that they've learned from what happened. While the credits roll, I just talk to all these people.
How do you feel about being named ambassador?
It's difficult to know
To
how
get an achievement.
Mere hours ago, I entered Tyria for the first time, and now I'm going to stay here. It's exciting in its way, though. The smells and sensations, the lights and colors, the strange shapes of the creatures. I'm not sure I'll be much use as an ambassador, as distracted as I am. I wonder if Arena would be willing to lead me around.
We couldn't have done this without you.
I am humbled by your praise, Wayfinder, but I merely did what anyone should be willing to do for their homeland. Truthfully, I have been a small part of something greater. That is enough for me. But I am pleased that I've earned your respect. I hope your friendship as well.
Of course, Ramses.
Ah, my dear. To think I could have made a snack of you when we first met. And now, you've proven yourself an entire meal.
How does it feel to finally sit on the throne?
Comfortable. Though I'll need to do some redecorating. Epoch never had much taste. In truth, the crown is heavy. There are thousands of wounded to be tended to, dead to be buried, homes to be rebuilt. I knew the cost from the beginning, of course. A king must bear the burden of the entire kingdom. It will be many days before things are right. There will be little time for sleep, but there will be time for dreams.
You've decided to spare Xantheron?
Xanthron is a pragmatist. He will side with us, as long as that remains his best option. I intend to keep it that way. And we need to gain the support of the remaining loyalists. This is the time for reconciliation, not purges. Besides, in a way, having to serve under me is the most bitter punishment I could have given him.
Well, at least she doesn't make the same mistake as most revolutions do. To start a big purge, which at the end kills the original participants. At least she's smart enough to not do it.
How do you feel about the Astral Ward being stationed in Nyos?
There was never any other choice. They contributed their blood to our freedom, and they are too strong to refuse. Iskaran worries about war returning. If this reassures him, so be it. Besides, you Tyrians really are delicious. If they ever become a problem, we'll simply have a feast.
Like she still doesn't seem really reliable. Maybe she just has a dark sense of humor, but I wouldn't feel good being allied to her. I don't know.
So you have no aspirations for the throne yourself?
None whatsoever. There is a weight that comes with the crown, and I have no desire to carry it. My role lies elsewhere. Haitha has proven that she can lead our people, but there will be difficulties that better suit my expertise. When those arise, I will offer my counsel. That is all that is needed of me.
Do you think the peace will last?
For the immediate future, yes. The people have tired of war, and this will be an opportunity for them to prosper. But time will weather that relief, and people will forget what war cost them. We will have to remain vigilant. I promise you this, however. War between Nyos and Tyria will not come again as long as I draw breath. Let us hope my fellows feel as strongly as I do.
Can you trust Xanthron?
One need not trust a predator if you remove its claws. And he still has his uses. There are many loyalists left, and we need them to join us if we are to keep this dream alive. They will listen to him. Ultimately, that is more important than the punishment he unquestionably deserves. We are forced to compromise. In many ways, politics bloodies one's hands more than war. May you spend your twilight years in battle instead.
Hey, Kiona. How's it going?
Good to see you, Falcon. Did Nyos treat you well?
Yeah, you know. It was pretty intense, but nothing I couldn't handle. So, anyway, now that we've both got leave, maybe you'd want to go somewhere? Holbrook is nice this time of year.
Sure, why not?
God, that's cute. That's so cute. But were they in the story? I can't remember seeing them anywhere before. Maybe my memory is just spotty.
Will you still try to keep the Astral Ward a secret?
The value of secrecy has not diminished, but I must admit it will be difficult to hide what has happened here. And a truth half uncovered is often more dangerous than one fully revealed. there is time still to shield Tyria from the knowledge of its own frailty, then that must be done. I will evaluate our options, however, and come to whatever conclusion best suits Tyria as a whole.
Why didn't you come to help us sooner?
Such accusation. From your tone, one would think my support never arrived at all. You are not so naive as the rest of them, Wayfinder. You know better than foolish idealism. Until I could be certain that my support would ensure your victory, committing our forces would have been pointless. I do not act without careful consideration. I have lived a long time with the consequences of my prior impulsiveness.
But like, if he had died there, he would still have the problem, but have no support anymore. Like, yeah, he would live a day longer, but that would be it.
Will this peace hold?
I expect so. But there are contingencies for any
It's not showing off if
eventuality.
you earned it.
We will not be caught unaware again. It will take far beyond your lifespan for their forces to grow strong enough to be a threat again anyway. But peace will last only as long as we remain strong enough to enforce it. That is the only reason it ever lasts.
There's so many people to talk to. But I really want to get all the achievements, or all I can in the first one.
Have you changed your mind about the Cryptus?
Why would I have? I never doubted that Paitha's forces could win. Just what her victory would really mean. We're going to find out if they're as capable of peace as you hope. It'll be a long time before we know the answer. I'm no warmonger, Wayfinder. If they maintain the peace, I am happy to do likewise. If Tyria is safe, I am satisfied.
He's a character I would have liked to see more of, because he seems interesting to say the least. But maybe he just didn't fit in the story that ArenaNet wanted to write.
What did you report to Iskarin?
That Paitha's army was winning, and that Astral Ward support should be sent to end the war. What? Not what you expected. I'm a man of my word, Wayfinder. I asked you to prove that you could win, and you did. I held up my end of the bargain. He took a little convincing, of course, but I know how he thinks. A chance to avenge the deaths of Vas, Hakim, and Maban. To give a punitive lecture to Epar. He was never going to miss that opportunity.
Maybe Iskarin will make you the ambassador to Nyos.
I like you, Wayfinder.
I'm surprised you're part of this.
Did you expect to see me in chains? You Tyrians can be so naive. Allow me to enlighten you. I served at the side of the king for longer than your kind can conceive of. Who knows the cryptist better than I? Our fledgling king is wise enough to know she will need my counsel. That is worth more than retribution will gain her. Let that be a lesson for you then. Your sense of justice will always be subservient to your practical needs.
It must sting to be on the losing side.
Do I not stand here among the victors, Tyrion? Do I not still have my horns? My allegiance to Epoch ended with his betrayal of my brother. It was the only loyalty I held higher. You may not count me as a true ally, but here I stand all the same.
You believe Paitha can rule the Cryptus, then?
It is power and authority that rules in Nyos, Tyrion. As long as she holds them, the Cryptus will follow. But do not think that Paitha alone is capable. It is not Providence that has placed the crown atop her head. If she fails, it is a minor setback. The throne of Midnight can seat another.
It seems you care little about the fate of your people.
My people? You know nothing of my people. You understand so little, but you speak so boldly. I have given everything for the survival of the Cryptus. I have acted always for the future of Nyos. But I see what you cannot. That the Cryptus can only be led through strength. I did what needed to be done. Do you have the conviction to do the same?
Chill. I just want to compare something at the moment. Okay. Because I want to know whether they have different designs or whether they look the same. These two generals. They look the same, don't they? I don't really like that. I would like them to have at least some personality on their outfits. But yeah, they look indistinguishable at least. If you don't look at the finest of details. Even then I think not really. Maybe a little bit of color change. Okay, that's interesting. Olivia apparently has something to do with the royalty in Tyria. Inquisitor to be precise. That could be interesting. Maybe something for the next expansion. Be interested in that. Okay, we've done everything on this floor. Let's go down.
Wayfinder! You made it! So did you. Your help on the field was... that entrance. Your power is incredible.
Thanks. Still getting used to how it feels. What is next for you, then?
Not sure. Tyria doesn't know what happened here or in Nyos. And I don't know how long we can go without telling them. I guess we're following Iskaran's lead until then. So long as everyone is safe.
He knows we need to do something. Tyria is blood in the water now. Who knows what's sniffing around?
Or is ready to bite.
Right.
How about you? Any exciting wizardly duties?
Exciting? Maybe. Once we've figured out what to do with the fractal inhabitants, I, might explore the mists. There's so much out there to explore, to learn. So many things that might help Tyria.
That sounds like quite the adventure.
Are you gonna be okay without, me?
Everyone is going to be fine.
Good. I'll see you later, Commander. Wayfinder. Sorry.
Goodbye, Zojja.
Which means as much as we won't see her for the rest of the game. Or at least for the rest of the story as far as we can see. Kinda sad. Because, I don't know, she was the one who was put on the cover for this expansion. the big character which this all should be centered around, at least some of the story elements, and I guess they delivered on that with the royal ritual and stuff. But I still feel like a bit of her potential is wasted. But I'm also not one of the people who think that she's the best character ever written. I just would have liked to have more time with her. And there's nothing else in this room. What else I can talk to on this? And I think it's also telling that I can't remember nearly everyone I'm talking to here. Like, these characters were, if they were on screen for such a short time, that I just couldn't get a connection with them. At least nothing meaningful. No. I still can't get over the fact that cryptids look like ugly Choya. Which is telling, cause you know how Choya look. They aren't the prettiest creatures on Earth. Or Tyria, to be precise. Can I get in for me? Nope. It's just a museum. With no plaques you can read. Cool. I don't know why, but these cryptids really just seem very displaced. No matter in which scenario they are. Even Nyros, they seem displaced due to their design. They all look like something that should be a boss, or at least most of them. Come on, set off one of them. Let's continue over here, and I really can't remember any of these people. Like, some I remember, but that's not the majority. This, however, is a character I can very fondly remember, and I would have liked him to appear more, because a squid with actual intelligence, or to be precise, not a swarm intelligence, but an own, is there something unique? I don't think it has ever really happened in the GW2 story. I don't know. Wasted potential.
Let's get this over with.
Where is this person I can talk to? Ah, up here. Let's do them first, and then The ones on the island. Yeah. After that, I should have all achievements I can get from this instance. I first have to figure out how I should get there. Need the portals here? Ah, this area. The Christmas area. What's this? I don't know, it just feels absurd seeing these literal demons looking at human celebration. And apparently being fascinated by them. Sadly can't talk to any of them. I would have loved to know what they think about this. But now it's only the ones on the island remaining. Up there. God, I'm so happy about the fact that you aren't thrown out of the mission anymore once you get over these borders. I don't know how often it happened to me before, always when I used a movement skill and it just yeeted me out of the instance and I had to do everything again. We can talk to Equiptus. Is this the first time? Or at least to one that isn't one of the main characters? I think so.
Oh yes, I earned this.
But apparently they can talk just like normal beings. That's interesting. With that we should have gotten everything. Now we just have to leave. That skybox is beautiful though. I really like that one. I'm not sure, is this one especially for this instance or is it always there? Looks different somehow. And I've missed the entrance, I guess. Or I'm one story too low. Or exit to be more precise.
Another testament to my greatness.
Mini paper. Not right. Mastery point. Okay. Yeah. Heavy air. Let's take a seat. Service. A Hafer. Okay. Okay. I guess we're done with story. Why didn't I get the achievements? I did get them, okay. They just didn't display. But I don't think I'll do these achievements now. Nope, I won't do them now. Let's just collect all of the rewards now. And I think we'll have too much of, yeah. So first step, we have to spend a few of these points. Do I get the skin? Oh, the skin. I don't have any skins for the skimmer at the moment, so why not? It's 1,000 points, which isn't nothing. But I guess that's the only thing besides the mystic coins that's really worth it. Yeah, I just get them. But before I try it on, I get to a region which doesn't lag my game out. So now we can collect more stuff. What's else for these 80 days until the next expansion, I guess?
Nice to see you.
Complete convergences. I guess over time I'll get it. That's also one of my biggest negative points. This meta event really sucks. Like, most of the people there are just AFK until the boss is nearly dead, the final boss. And the event is just way too long. It feels like a drag, to be honest. But you can get superior runes of... Oh, what are they called? The runes you need for the backpack, for backpack crafting, for the bigger bags. Everything over 26 I think needs one of them, or 24. And the only way you can get them until now was gambling. In one of the... Yeah, was gambling in Path of Fire. So I'm happy that we now have at least an RNG mechanic for that, I guess. Still not very... The gameplay could be better, and there are a few final bosses which are just annoying with the mechanics. Achievements. Didn't I do that already? I guess. I can look at it. And I won't craft the legendary stuff. Mostly because I don't care about any legendary items in this game. Because I don't really enjoy their... I've seen the skins of them and... Meh. Not really something I'm interested in. And the other thing is that I don't really need... Well, the biggest benefit of the legendary stuff is that you can change the stats at any time, but I have a very static build. I think I last changed it when they updated... oh god, what did they call them? The last time I updated them is when they introduced the relics. But it doesn't change really much this week. Because of that, I don't really need the legendary items or the ability to swap with them. Jumping puzzle, yeah, stuff you can do. Then, first of all, I'd like to look at this time trial because I didn't see it. Nice. Then just look at that first, and after that I would like to read the statement, or yeah, the statement that ArenaNet published regarding everything that happened during the development, and just look whether they have the same feeling about this expansion as I have. Yeah. So where's the trial? Let's look at the map. Uniting Lost Cryptos? No. Recryptos Essence? No. No. I honestly don't see it. Let me just quickly look in the wiki. But before that, I have to turn something off. Or else you will lose your music once I tap out. One second. And so that you can see what I see. Yeah. So what was this called again? Time trial Nios Recon Run. This one. Yeah, apparently. Oh, damn. Yeah, I didn't see that one. I thought it must be somewhere on Inner Nios, but apparently not. So let's just try it and get gold. Is it up here? Or is it down there? No. Complete Recon Run as soon as possible. As quick as possible. Be prepared to perform Recon with both sky and ground mounts. 3 minutes and 45. What is this? Okay, you can also always warp. Just reset so that I have full time. Is this?
Just who I was hoping to see.
Shut the fuck up.
We're making progress down here. Those cryptosaurs are raining down on us the whole time. If you could get up there on your sky scale and take them out, it'd give us room to advance even farther.
Give us my roller beetle again. Nope, not that. No. This one. But yeah, that's just the race with multiple mounts combined. Please mount. First of all, I just want to explore the path and then decide which mounts to use to do this in a fast manner. Maybe they've set the goals so low that it wouldn't be appropriate to do it only on a sky scale, but I highly doubt that. It would be nice to know how many checkpoints are left on this thing. You can get an idea on how far you are from completing it. But it's honestly a nice sightseeing tour. There isn't much to see on Nios, but everything you can see, you will see during this race apparently. And I should probably do most of this on a Griffin, but I'm honestly way too bad to navigate it with it. And of course there are also here these wind turbine enemies that for some reason float the air. Don't think we ever got an explanation for their existence. But yeah, I won't get gold with how I currently do it. Oh, that seems to be the final one. Yeah, I got gold. And by a large margin. So apparently this one really isn't that hard. I thought because they've stated something along the lines of 5 times silver or 1 times gold that it's really hard to reach a gold medal, but apparently not. Okay, with that we've gotten all mastery points we can get from adventures on this map. But now that I did this, I want to look at the other maps also. Maybe I've missed some. There definitely are some. And I can't remember doing any of them ever. One, two, third one somewhere. Doesn't look like it right now. Okay, then we'll just quickly do those two.
At last, we've got aerial support. Don't slack off yet. There's much to be done.
Ah, another collect everything in the air mission. Wait, can I just do that? Don't tell me I can just stay like this for the entire thing. No, it apparently not. So you can get quite a lot of them.
Here's the package. Here's the package.
Let's see. Let's see. Ah, doubling sounds. Not good. Are these all? I could have sworn there are more of them. But I won't complain if this one here is the last. Now we have to return to the one who gave us the adventure. And the sleigh lane will do it for us, I guess. Just have to get out of there. That wasn't even bronze. We'll try that again.
Don't slack off yet. There's much to be done.
I mean, it did feel slow my first attempt, but not that slow to be honest. Let's just see. Now that I know the path somewhat.
Here you go. Here you go.
Could it be that there are more pickups than I need to collect? Could be, right? Or at least I don't really count. I don't. No, I think we have to collect all of them, because I don't really see more packages, parcels. Yep. Wait, did I? I did miss the last one. Oh no. Let's try again.
At last, don't slack off yet. There's much to be done.
Guess we'll just spam our way through this.
Take this. Here you go.
This time, try not to miss them. Right, not to miss the last parcel. And now gotta get in here. And I guess just spam dodge until I'm there. And use all the energy the game gives me. I don't know whether the dodging is faster. I don't really feel like dodging is faster now. And it's always just a 5-second difference. I'll try one final time.
Yet. There's much to be done.
Let's just try another run without dodging. Because at least at the end it felt like I was getting slower because of it.
Here's the package.
And that was a fail. Try again.
At last, we've got area. Don't slack off yet. There's much to be done.
Here's the package.
This time we shouldn't waste all my energy getting here.
Special delivery.
Didn't? Good.
Oh, Wayfinder! Is Urtik ever glad to see you? We got big problems here. Small problems, too. Museum exhibits are all coming to life. Script things because of this magic somehow. Urtik is using full strength to contain exhibits. Wayfinder, please go neutralize them. Yes?
And with that I'm probably like, too slow again. I don't really have a feeling for what the right strategy here is. Here I'll just let myself fly to where I have to go. Because dodging just seems way slower. I don't know. And now silver. Okay. Could do gold. There is a chance we could get that. But do I really want to? This seems like quite a close margin. Fuck it, we'll try again. But first, I'll be away for a second. Be right back. And with that, we are back. Just give me a moment. There. Yeah. We'll just try again. Maybe I'm able to get gold. I hope.
Don't slack off yet. There's much to be done.
But it seems like there at least isn't an mastery point behind us anymore. Which is kinda sad. Doing harder rounds, getting gold always meant another achievement, mastery point. You got one for silver and gold, and now you only get one for silver. So you basically only get the gold because you want the achievement points.
Got something for you.
Which I normally don't hunt, but I just can't live with having one of these adventures on silver, not just. Yeah. And this will cost us the run again. I hate these random hitboxes sometimes. Pressing forward did feel faster on that first ley line though. Let's just see. Yeah, it does feel faster to press W in the direction I'm flying. Be placebo, but... And I missed one. Yeah. Yeah. Be anything good. One last try.
Don't slack off yet. There's much to be done.
Fuck, did I miss that?
Here you go. Special delivery.
This sound effect when you dodge with the sky scale really doesn't make anything make the experience better. Come on. But it gives you a boost. It gives you a speed boost, so I guess I have to do it. This time I've actually gotten everything I need to get. Let's see whether this was faster. Honestly, didn't feel like it. It was. But yeah. Gold. Actually, not that bad. About 4 seconds improvement. Not complain about that. Ah, the skin. Forgot about that. Let's just equip it. If I could remember which button that was, mounts. That was the wrong mount. This one. Okay, these These falling particles are cool. I like them. Why does that look like a cat? Like, it looks feline. I don't know why. And why does it stagger like that? That looks weird. Anyway, we have another adventure on this map. Down there. Target practice again. Let's just find a way.
Aerial support.
I have to figure out how to get there. But it is in the sky, so I can just fly over there, I think. At least it looks like it. Yep, it's up there.
Ready? Go! Cadets, keep a close eye on this one. Destroy the target.
Hey. Okay, restart. I couldn't fire the fireball for some reason.
Ready? Go! Cadets, keep a close eye on this one.
Why don't I have Spear anymore? That's really weird. I don't. Normally you have a little point in the middle of a screen which shows where you're aiming. But I just don't anymore. And without it, it's nearly impossible to do. Guess I have to do it later and restart my game. Then let's look at the first map. Maybe I've also haven't done so much adventures there. This one I did. I can remember that. And other than that, I don't see one, at least. Not one that would be obvious. No, don't say anything else on this one. Okay. Then, to finish things off for today, I guess we should read the blog post. Myself here. Hope there isn't too much chatter around. Then I just also show you the browser. That's the wrong one. That's something for my achievement hunting project for Fallout 4. That's always the wrong button. God, I'm good at this. And there we are. This is the blog post. Secrets of the Obscure, looking back and forward. I haven't read this one because I wanted to prevent any spoilers. So let's just read up. Hey Guild Wars 2 community, Josh Davis here. Game director for Guild Wars 2. Last week's content update was a significant milestone for us, both technically and symbolically. It marked the final major release for Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure. Our first foray into the annual expansion model, first announced in early 2023. It was announced early 2023? I can't remember this announcement, to be honest. As we conclude one chapter with the final content update for SOTO, we are eagerly preparing to unveil the details for our next expansion. Before we get swept up by the next news week's news of what's upcoming for Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2, I don't know why I'm sometimes switching into German for the name of this game. I want to take a moment to reflect on the development of Secrets of the Obscure and some high-level learnings that we've taken forward with us into our 5th expansion. You won't learn anything about the specific features, setting, or story about our next expansion in this blog post. That's for next week. That is something I'm hyped for. But you will have a better understanding of how we are approaching its development. Retrospective. A quick story refresher. A little over a year and a half ago, we announced that we'd be transitioning from the long-standing living world model to a smaller, more frequent annual expansion releases. This was a significant shift, but the new direction was born out of an examination of the pain points experienced by our players and our developers. The reasons we laid out for this change and what we hope to achieve by it were simply but deeply important. Deliver content updates more consistently in a timely manner, provide better support for the systems and models that make up Guild Wars 2 experience, enable ArenaNet employees to enjoy a better work-life balance. Note that we've completed a full expansion release cycle. I can confidently say that we've made significant strides towards these goals. But as with all things, there's room for improvement. Definitely. Both in terms of content we deliver and the process through which we deliver it. For today, I'm going to focus on what we've learned on the content side of things. Story. The conclusion of the Elder Dragon Saga in Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons presented us with a unique opportunity to delve into a different kind of storytelling. We aimed to focus on deeper narratives grounded in the character and circumstances around the player character. However, with Secrets of the Obscure, our ambition led us to take on a broader scope than was feasible. But that was definitely how it felt. Like, it felt like they wanted to tell something big but didn't have the time, resources, or whatever. So I agree with that. We introduced a lot of new characters and the plot was too complex for what can reasonably be handled within an annual expansion. This left some character interactions feeling rushed and story threads unexplored. More isn't always better. Yes. We've learned a lot from this experience and have much greater understanding of story scale within our release structure. For our next expansion, we're going to tell a more grounded story set in a new region of Tyra. What's the English pronunciation of this? I don't care. With more focus on local threats and the global conversation around those threats. Tyra, despite all its challenges, has continued to stir. While we leave Nios and the Cryptus to enjoy their newfound freedom, the story will pick up on some threads started in Guild Wars 2, Secrets of the Obscure, continuing with the Astral World arc and their moral ambiguity in relationship to Tyra. So the Astral World will be continued. I don't really know whether I like that, because the whole reason they wanted to do these smaller cut-off expansions is to not have to tell a bigger overarching story over multiple expansions, like they've had to do with the Elder Dragon Saga. Of course, there isn't a problem if like some nuances are carried over, but it will still probably make it hard to understand for someone who hasn't played Secret of the Obscure to understand at least some parts of the story of the next expansion. Map design. In Secrets of the Obscure, we delivered 3 new open world maps. The first, Amytas and Skywatch Archipelago, came with the expansion's launch in August 2023. I always forget how old this is. Already nearly in August 2024. The third map in Nios was released with the first quarterly update in November 2023. and it was then expanded in our second and third quarterly updates with new playable space and event content. After extensive adventuring in Inner Nyos in recent months, it's clear that using a single map as a main focal point for free releases is not ideal from a player or developer standpoint. Yeah. There's also something I felt, because it didn't feel like anything new came to the game. And I think part of the problem was that Nyos just isn't diverse enough from an environment standpoint. Like during the Iceboot Saga, they also sometimes did this split map release, where they split certain parts of the map to different releases. But they managed to make the map feel fresh by having these environments feel different to each other. In Nyos, everything was the same hellish mess. I feel like that's part of the problem, at least. Our decision to do so originally stemmed from production constraints and overlapping development timelines between expansions, but we've since identified some ways to mitigate those issues, both in terms of release structure and process improvements. For our next expansion, our first two maps will be released at the expansion's launch, just as they did in Secrets of the Obscure. However, the final map will arrive in the second quarterly update and will be expanded upon the third, meaning it will be expanded on It will be expanded on for two total releases, like Boya Marches and Dissolute Course. Exactly, like these two. And if it's interior again, they definitely have more of a chance to make these environments feel unique. Like almost like a second smaller map got released. Not only does this give our team a bit more time to develop the third map, it also means that the story during the next expansion cycle will better leverage all three maps and take you back to familiar areas from your past adventures. Which means, I guess, that we'll cycle back to Cortaria? I wouldn't complain. But these maps definitely need some touch-ups. If they're going to be a bigger focus, if it's just some main cities and speaking with Queen Jenna, this wouldn't need any touch-up, but if we are, especially in the starter areas, if we are exploring anything in that area, there definitely should be some graphical improvements. While the first quarterly release after the expansion's launch won't include the third open world map of the release, third open world of the expansion, as it did with Secret of Obscure, there will be plenty of new content to keep you busy in that time frame. In terms of story, open world content, and encounters. I know that's a little vague. Yes, it's vague. Again, check back in next week. But rest assured that first quarter release will include something really exciting that players have been requesting over 5 years. Let's just get off. Features. MMOs are made up of numerous gameplay systems and content types, each with a different role to play in the game adventure experience. As games go on, they tend to accumulate more and more systems and features from expansions and the like, which is fine. If there's effort put into maintaining and updating the system, yes. That's kinda what I feel, what I don't like about End of Dragons. These bots they introduced, they had relevance for the expansion and never again. And even during the expansion, during the last few maps, they didn't feel like a necessity, to be honest. I mean, it shows they only have ever released like 4 skins for them, or 3. I don't know. I just hope that they iterate on these systems and try to integrate them more after the fact. Looking back over the game's history, I think this maintenance and upkeep is one of the areas where we've fallen short. Yeah, just as I said. at times even falling into the trap of releasing new features for the sake of releasing new features, even if they overlap with something that's already exists. Skiffing. These boats you can spawn, I've never ever seen someone actually use them, because your skimmer is just the same, requires less setup and more versatile. This is something we've been we've been referring to internally as putting a hat on a hat. That's a nice way to describe it, honestly. Over the past 2 years, we've put much more of a focus on upkeep and iterations of systems and avoiding unnecessary bloat where possible. We've put more of a focus on maintaining live game systems, and with Secrets of the Obscure, we've even went to the extent of entirely reworking existing features to make room for more modernized solutions. Yeah, I guess that's true with the weapons. And with the relic systems which was introduced, which I still don't know whether I like to change it. But since it didn't really affect any of my builds, I mean, I'm at least not against these changes that were made. It just doesn't feel significant, to be honest. We put more of a focus on maintaining live games. Yeah, the Wizard's World is a good example of this strategy working out well for us. And you can expect to see a new system being introduced in expansion 5 that adds meaningful new way to spend your time in Guild Wars 2. By using this as an opportunity to greatly improve the player experience with related existing game systems. This sounds either like more weapons, it doesn't feel like it could be something like housing, which a lot of people request. I'm also curious about this mention of something that players have been requesting for 5 years. I can't remember any event which would have happened 5 years ago which would cause players to request it. Or some specific thing that has been started to be requested only 5 years ago. I think most of the things I have in my mind at the moment are either since launch there or just general wishes that the community has from time to time. I don't know. Overall, we are a bit conservative with features in Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure, trying to strike the right balance between scope, schedule, and risk while navigating a new content structure. We've ironed out a lot of the kinks here, and it's allowed us to be a bit more ambitious with our next expansion. Next week can't come soon enough. We closed one of our recent blogs which introduced the cosmetic inspection feature and recapped some of the quality of life changes that have gone into the game thanks to the development approach we took with Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure. With a screenshot preview of an area you'll discover in our next expansion. We thought today would be a fun opportunity to build on that, so I'll leave you with an additional environment preview. We'll watch that in a second. On behalf of ArenaNet, I want to express my sincere gratitude and continued support, your passion and your feedback. It's not lost on us how incredibly lucky we are to have such a dedicated community behind us, and we are looking forward to discovering more of Tyria's secrets together with you for years to come. Thanks for reading. I can't believe next week we are announcing the next expansion. Blah blah blah. And oh, that's a nice graphic. And that's just what happened until now. Nothing I'm too excited about. June Dragon Bash next week, beginning Tuesday. I don't know whether I'm going to play it, but I'm definitely gonna play in Festival of the Four Winds in July, because I still need some of the skins. Well, the only thing that's remaining then is to look at the trailer they released and then wrap things up. So basically what they're telling us, we are getting land spears. Is that the feature they mentioned is requested since 5 years ago? Because I could swear that this is requested since the game launched. I don't know. Problem is about the area here, can't really and it looks like my internet was gone for a second. Yay. What I wanted to say is that it kinda looks like the regions we got with around here in the woodland cascades. At least the trees feel like it, but other than that, I can't really say anything like that about it. But since apparently my internet currently hates me, that's gonna be all for today. Hope you had fun watching, and we'll see you on Monday when we hunt achievements in Fallout 4. Holy shit, I'm having a problem today with saying numbers in English. Anyway, bye!